alongside Mr. Chinedu Asuzu, and two of them, they divide, as in they did everything they could to proffer solution to that your prayers without your PVC is useless. And Mr. Chinedu Asuzu, he's going to break it down. And remember, you can be part of this program as you go to www.odenibofm.net and click listen live. Yes, you can go to Apple Store or Google Play Store to buy online radio box or Night Radio app so that you can listen to us live. Remember, we propose solution here. We discuss politics to the greatest aspect of it, and we have to go to the grassroots to bring it up, bottom to top, not top to bottom. But we do everything possibly to make the polity to be sane. Yes, I would like you to remember there will be a time you can call us on 070-381-55515 or 090-614-14478. Yours sincerely, Buchi Banga says welcome. So we are welcoming Mr. Chinedu Asuzu to give us a robust analysis. Mr. Chinedu Asuzu, welcome to today's program, Good Governance Ministry.
Thank you, and listeners, and also those who are viewing from our social media platform on BVI Channel 1, YouTube. You're all come back again. This is another time for us to dissect issues that concerns us and also inform our people, because it's our responsibility to inform our people well, because if you are not properly informed, then you will definitely be deformed. And information is power. We empower our people through knowledge. Because knowledge is power, as they say.
Yes, information is key.
Yeah, now, Good Governance Ministry, we have been on this crusade, preaching this gospel without fear or favor. And today I believe there is this wave of anointing that had caught up with many Nigerians today, especially my own people from the east. Yes, across Nigeria, people are rooting in for PVC. They need their PVC. We're going to look at it from all perspectives, or from different perspectives. Beginning with the topic of today, prayer without PVC is useless in Nigeria. I mean, specifically, I'm talking about Nigerian case now. PVC, that's prayer without PVC, is useless in Nigeria. Just like the Bible put it, faith without work is useless. As much as prayer without PVC is useless in Nigeria. And why do I say that? We all know that Nigerian government have failed successively from one government to the other. And you can also agree with me that Nigeria is about the most religious country in the world. When it comes to religious activity or people who are religiously inclined, Nigeria is on the top of the list. And sometimes some people will argue that Nigeria is even more spiritual or religious than where some of these religious affiliation comes from the Middle East, from Europe, from wherever you may call it. Nigerians are very religious people, yes. Very, very, both Christian, Muslim, even traditional worship, very religious set of people. But we have been praying, and yet it cannot be translated into good governance. We have been praying, very, vicious praying, vigorous praying, sometimes going from 1 month fasting to God knows how long. People pray and pray and pray. In the mosque, they pray. In the church, they pray. In the mountain, they pray. On the street, they pray. In the bus, they pray. In school, they pray. Before you start work, they pray. Everywhere, corner, everywhere is prayer. But yet, if you go out there on the street, things get worse by day. Prayer, I've never seen anywhere where prayers or God himself, because it seems that God is not answering prayers coming from Nigeria. I looked at it and I said, no, Because God is the God. I'll say God is so partial in blessing Nigeria. God bless Nigeria beyond any expectation or imagination. From all aspects of it, every corner of Nigeria is endowed with natural resources and above all, human resources. But what has it gained Nigerian people? Nothing but misery, pain, and death. Then where is the disconnection? How did we get it wrong? After all these prayers, after all these supplications, every Friday in the mosque and every Sunday in the church, what is happening? I kept telling people that God is not a civil engineer that will come down from heaven to fix your road or fix your hospitals or provide security for you. I've castigated even the so-called men of God that after selling different spiritual materials for your divine security, yet many of them go about with physical security details, well armed. Then there is a disconnection somewhere. That doesn't mean that God doesn't answer prayer. God has answered the prayer. In fact, God answered Nigerian prayers before even Nigeria was even created. Because this endowment had been there long before Nigeria was manufactured as a result of colonization. That is a known fact. Then all Nigerians now, whether you are from the east, north, west, and south, whether you are a Biafran, Oduduwa, or Arewa, we are all victims of bad governance in this country. And despite our prayers, nothing has changed. Then we ask ourselves, how do we effect the kind of real change? Not the kind of change this regime promised Nigerians. Because when Nigerians hear change, they did not ask which change, whether change for good or change for the worse. And they got, I will not say the worst, because the worst is yet to come if they make another blunder come 2023. I keep saying it without missing word. So now, why is your prayer so useless without PVC as far as Nigeria is concerned? I say today I was listening to the Honorable Parliament and some of the analysis made with respect to what is happening in Zamfara State, asking people to take up arms to defend yourselves and the rest of them. Yes, insecurity is the order of the day in Nigeria. From east, west, north, and south, we cannot guarantee your safety. And the worst part is that there is little or no consequence for all these crimes happening. And some people will say, oh, everybody should go and get a gun. Everybody should go and defend yourself to handle gun laws where everybody has a gun. You can imagine the kind of death will be occurring, brutality will be recording. But so that is not the issue. We have proffered solution which we are going to get to it. But right now, the problem of this government, of this country, is bad governance and having the worst set of people in government. People who do not share the aspiration of the ordinary people out there on the street. People who belong to one political, they call themselves party A, B, C, D, but yet they all belong to one political party, the party of personal interest. They go in there just for their own personal interest. They are not driven by any ideology other than to enrich themselves. And Nigerian people are the victims of this bad governance. Across Nigeria, it is happening in the east, it is happening in the west, it is happening in the south, it is also happening in the north. And when they pose on this media space, they will tell you, oh, we are opposition. No, they are not opposition. They are on the same party. And there is only one way to get them out. It's through your PVC. And I can tell you that your PVC is more powerful than the trigger. I kept saying it. Even while we are talking about banning on open grazing, and I said time and over, the need for our people to understand the power of voting and political power. The finger that thumb sprints during an election is more powerful than the finger that pulls the trigger. I kept saying it because it is those who are in government that controls the people that shoots or pulls the trigger. Talking about security operatives. And it is as a result of their failure that you have multiple insecurity or people who pull the trigger from the other or from the underworld. Let me not put it that way. So you see that if you have the right people in power, there is only one solution to Nigeria problem. And I will keep saying it as long as good governance ministry is concerned. And as the presiding archbishop, I'll keep saying it. There is only one solution to Nigeria problem. Balkanize Nigeria back to regional government and see every Nigerian being free. That is the truth. There is no two ways about it. It doesn't matter whatever you are agitating for. I am a diehard Biafran. I'm the only person that is proud to say it anywhere and on the street. And yet, people wonder, what is it about this guy? Let me tell you the truth. You don't need to commit any kind of crime in order to enforce your self-determination or your agitation. No. We have a clear channel to get what we want. The same as much as the Oduduwas or those from the Arewas, all the indigenous people in Nigeria has a clear case for self-determination, all enshrined in restructure this country back to regional government, and every problem in this country will be solved. Every region will have control over their security. This one, they are talking about restructuring police, restructuring this one. We keep restructuring police, you restructure education, you restructure health. All of those things are just cock and bull story as far as I'm concerned. One shot to solve Nigeria's problem, take Nigeria back to regional government, and everyone will thrive on their own. Every part of this country is blessed, like I said, beyond imagination. God is over partial in blessing Nigeria. So you can be rest assured that your security will be guaranteed if you have a regional government. The issue of turning Nigeria back to productivity, some people don't understand that phrase or that word. When someone is saying, yes, I'll transform Nigeria and make it a productive country instead of a consuming country. Nigeria has been consuming because of the unitary federalism we practice. At the end of every month, they go to Abuja to share. At the end of every month, they go to Abuja to share without any productivity. The youths are layabouts. They don't have any work to do. Millions of workforce, energetic youths have nothing to do. The educational system is so bastardized to the point that even the political class will tell you that your graduates are unemployable because you graduate with certificates that cannot solve any problem in the society. Even those that don't have some kind of solutions or that are relevant currently in our society, they have very little opportunity. That's why many of them fly abroad. So everything is in a mess. Everything is in a very big mess. And there is only one solution to it. Voting people who are committed to return Nigeria back to regional government and start making Nigeria productive. With regional government, I cannot overemphasize the benefit because it is already there. Nigeria started as regional governments of East, North, and Western regions. And you can see the records are there. Nigeria economy was booming. There was healthy competitions. People were there advancing on their own course. Who is even talking about crude oil? We have enormous resources here. And since they now turned it to unitary system, every politician is heading to Abuja, where they go and gather together and agree among themselves. They will keep sharing it. And when they hear them say, Igbo presidency, now lie. When they say it is our turn, it is not your turn, no. It is the turn of the politicians. Whether from the east, west, and south, go and check it. It has been the turn of the north. What have they done about it? Go to the north. If ever poverty, up and down, wretchedness, that one is not even poverty. Wretchedness. You go to the west, they took their turn. How far with the Yoruba people? What of the South South, our brothers there? They took their turn. How far? Did you solve their problem? And some people are saying Igbo presidency. That thing is just all those things, all those ethnic bigotry, when they introduce it in politics, be rest assured it's just the language of the politicians to put in divide and rule, to put in also in ethnicity in the politics. And they use same to keep the people down. Now there is a revolution around the corner. Thank God, Good Governance Ministry has been on the front burner in igniting this revolution. And Nigerians have understood the power of going out there and voting the right people in power. People who share, at least to a large extent, their affiliation. People who share in their pain. People who share in their pause. People who feel their pain. And I can tell you that is a turnaround. And that is the beginning of the freedom of the oppressed people in Nigeria. Okay. And we'll continue on this. I want to use the opportunity to inform everyone listening to the sound of my voice. Do not shy away. Let no one PVC will not matter. Let me tell you, if your PVC and your vote doesn't count, the politicians will not spend huge amount of money to buy your vote. I will tell you, go out there, go get your PVC. On the course of this program, we are going to identify and also proffer solutions to the challenges people are having in securing their PVC, especially in the East and across Nigeria. Thank you very much. And if you want to be part of Good Governance Ministry, you can call us and also ask more questions. 0810-420-7522. 0810-420-7522. Or you call 080-6098-2212. 080-6098-2212. Or you just follow us on our social media, BVI Channel 1. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for listening. Remember, this is a Good Governance Ministry. And Mr. Chinedu Asuzo, he's been talking about your PVC and prayers. That is prayer without PVC is useless in Nigeria. Talking about the polity in Nigeria, talking about 2023 general election, that is a presidential general election, and every other thing that is in between them. How far have you fared, and how well are you thinking it could go? What could be your confusion, or what could be your confidence come 2023 and the general election in Nigeria? And let us talk about prayer, because we cannot overemphasize prayer. Nigeria is said to be a praying nation. Yes. Mr. Chinedu Asuzu, who is the publisher of BVI Channel 1, and BVI Channel 1 is the sponsor of this very program. He is a grassroots mobilizer of people, and he is a political analyst and human rights activist. Mr. Chinedu Asuzu, praying is important. I don't think you said prayer is not important, but you said prayer without PVC is useless. And you said that people have been praying. Do you think prayer point is the problem? Praying for the wrong reason or praying for the right reason? What could be the reason that seems that God hasn't answered the prayer? Is it that people do not pray for the right reason? Maybe they be praying, God, give us someone that is going to give us, dash us money, someone that is going to give us a bag of rice. They have it in their mind. This person gives money. God, please bring him to our street today to do campaign, because he or she believes that if this very man comes to their street, he's going to dole out money, maybe 1,000 naira, 500 naira, and they spend that very day. This is the kind of person we want. Oh, God, give us someone from our region. Whereas that very person that is going to come from their town is a very wicked man who does, or clueless man who doesn't know how to govern. Does that mean that God answered that very prayer? Okay, God has given you that very man, but you won't blame God because this is the person you pray God to give to you. Or does God really care? Okay, this the prayer you're making is not the right prayer, so I'm not going to give you this thing. And people don't know what is happening. Is it that we are praying for the wrong reason, or that we don't necessarily need prayer in the first place, but only PVC?
I think the best prayer Nigerian people can answer is that can ask God is, God, give us wisdom to do the right thing.
What is the wisdom? Because
now the wisdom is wisdom is just is a blessing. It's a disposition from God. It's not like knowledge. You can acquire knowledge, but wisdom comes from God. That is the only thing I believe, the only miracle I believe Nigeria needs from God that they cannot do by themselves. The rest, they can do it by themselves. Because God doesn't come out from heaven to vote for anyone. You can see that because Nigerians have been folding their hands. Look at the number of people that are trooping out to get their PVC. That is to tell you that millions, over 70% of Nigerian people have never participated in an electoral process. Because you can see the result out there. I'm not exaggerating it. The number of people coming out to register is overwhelming. Even INF was not expecting it. They didn't see it coming. And when I say it, people kept arguing. And you are seeing the result out there. All these people have been praying in the past. It's quite unfortunate for people to go to the mosque and go to the church to pray for employment. They use and contribute over hundreds of millions of dollars and naira to construct churches and mosques everywhere. But yet, they go into those mosques and churches to pray for jobs. Whereas, they fail to do what? Do the needful in terms of going out there and making sure that the right people who are going to provide the conducive atmosphere. Let me tell you, in a developed world, government do not provide jobs. Government provides the enabling environment. And jobs will be pursuing people up and down. With a matter of one policy and program, boom, job is everywhere. And that is the truth. It's not about the magnitude of your prayer point. No. It's about having the right people in power. Even the Bible said it. When the good is in power, the people will rejoice.
But the Bible says as well, pray for the leaders.
Of course, you will continue praying for them now.
So what kind of prayer are you going to make for the leader?
No, the same prayer. No, the same prayer you will always pray, like I said. There is only one thing you can ask God to do, and that is what God have already made provision that He's going to provide for you. Wisdom. He said, if any of you needs wisdom, ask of Him, not knowledge.
So how can we even get this wisdom?
So that's what I'm telling you. That is what He cannot give to yourself. It is divine provision, wisdom. Amamiye. I don't go to school. It is not knowledge.
So does that mean that our people have not been praying for wisdom?
That is what I'm telling you now. That is what I'm telling you. They are channeling. You know, he asks about prayer points and the rest of them. I said the only prayer I will ask Nigeria to keep praying is for wisdom. If they want to pray for their leaders, let them pray for wisdom. It is only wisdom that will make a politician know that it is better for him to keep public fund, use it to provide education, provide jobs, so that young people who are now kidnappers will not be pursuing them up and down. It is only wisdom that can make a politician understand that you cannot keep children out of school, take your children abroad, and expect peace and tranquility in your society.
Okay.
You cannot expect to go abroad to have your medical service, whereas people here don't have provision for medical service. And at the end of the day, one day you'll be struck with emergency, and you need to fly all the way to Europe. And in the process, you may lose your life. It is only wisdom that can open the eyes of an ordinary man to understand that you don't need to collect 1,000 naira from a politician after 4 years and allow him and endorse him to go back again to continue stealing. So that is why I ask, the only prayer Nigerians are permitted to pray is wisdom. That's the only thing God can give to you. Okay. But knowledge, you can acquire knowledge from everywhere. You can even acquire knowledge from this radio station, from this program. But I cannot transfer wisdom to you. That is what God can do for Nigerians. Okay. And that is the kind of prayer Nigeria can pray for their leaders. Okay. But when it comes to work, doing the right thing, my dear, you have to do it the right way. Go out there, get your PVC, and get ready to retire these people who have only contributed in making your lives miserable. There is no two ways about it.
Okay, you know, they said a country gets the leadership they deserve. If Nigeria has a very bad educational system, which is a place that you can get young people to be molded, to become the good leaders, to have technically to have knowledge about governance. We are talking about good governance here. And you talk about regional system of government. How many young of 20 years or 30 knows know about good governance when they talk about the regional government, talk about Okpara, MI Okpara during his time, before his time, history. Even political history is important. Governance history is important. Where do you think they can get it? That is the one-on-one part. And isn't this issue or admiration on or goodness of regional government a wide goose chase?
No, it's not. It's not.
I'm asking because how do you take people back to regional government? Do you know the legislative issues they are going to bottleneck? They're going to get.
Don't make it sound like a tall dream. Let me tell you something. Even Jonathan came close to it, but he lacked the political will. That's when you ask me, why should Nigerians pray for their leaders? The Bible says they should pray for their leaders. Let them pray for wisdom to have understanding.
I mean,
Let
walkability
me
of
tell
going
you the
back to
truth.
regional government.
That's what I'm telling you. Jonathan came very close to it, but he lacked the political will. He lacked the wisdom to undertake that very decision to the letter. He muzzled a great courage to pull that confab together. And that confab was supposed to be a confederation of all Nigerians discussing Nigeria. But he went there and now put limitation. That Nigeria is indivisible. Who says so? Nigeria is divisible. In fact, Nigeria have divided so many times. That is the truth.
That's your own opinion.
No, it's not my opinion. The historical facts are there. Some parts of Nigeria have left Nigeria. Don't you know that?
I mean, indivisibility of Nigeria.
That's what I'm telling you. When you talk about Nigeria, it's indivisible. That's what I'm telling you. Nigeria have been divided. Some part of Nigeria have been cut out from Nigeria and they joined Cameroon. The historical, I'm not the one that made the record. The record are there, verifiable.
You mean before or after independence?
Whether before and after. Even during Obasanjo regime, Bakassi Peninsula was ceded to Cameroon. It didn't happen in the very before eyes of every one of us. So we are not talking about people hiding under the shadows, not to handle issues the way they are. Is Nigeria working the way it is today? The answer is no. And when you say Nigeria, we the Nigerian people, the constitution of this country lying from day one, from the first sentence that we made the constitution, which is a lie. Which is a lie that the opportunity Nigeria has to have a people's constitution, not an imposed constitution. But that's not what we're discussing today.
Please let me react to this because we are educating the people.
Of course.
And people are listening. You know, people have overemphasized this and about the lying or falsehood of that we the people.
Yes.
And I would like you to take it that this is your own opinion.
And the opinion of many, I'm the voice of the people. Go out there and ask. It is a verifiable truth.
They can come and
because there is no point in history of Nigeria where the people came together. Nigeria started. Let's take for instance the independence constitution. When Nigeria was having a kind of regional government in the First Republic, each of the region have their constitution. And when you say that Nigeria is a federal republic, do you know what it means? It means a federation of different constitutions.
Of different
people. That is what it means. So when you say Nigeria is a federal republic, Nigeria is not a federal republic. Nigeria is a unitary democratic republic, as they call it.
That's your own opinion.
No. That is the reality on ground. I'm not the one that phrase up these things. The truth of the matter is that, let me tell you something. The truth of the matter is that we just have to approach things the way they are and tell the people the raw, unadulterated truth. Because it is only this truth that can set the people free. Nigeria.
What I'm trying to do is for you to own up anything you made as a claim here.
No, if I make any claim, you can go and verify it. And I can also make another claim that I am speaking on behalf of the people out there.
Well, if it goes ultra-vast to the constitution guiding Nigeria as a state, my job here is to make you to own it up or you withdraw it.
No. I said any of my statement is my statement here, and I can also make a claim that I represent the voice of many Nigerians out there. When we are looking at this issue, the issue of the Constitution of Nigeria and what is a people's constitution. My academic background, I studied politics and government. I studied public administration.
And it has never been done anywhere in the world.
No.
Everybody
Go
comes to frame a constitution ever in the world.
Let me tell you, there is a process of making a constitution. I'm telling you that go and check anywhere, go and check the history of US and other people who have documented constitution. You will see that there is a process where you have a constitution. Like you say, people's constitution. When we talk about the regional government, they had their parliament. They came together, they had their own constitution.
Not everybody?
They had their representatives. I can tell you that. They had their representatives.
Okay.
And when you now bring Nigeria together, we know the history and antecedent of Nigeria. And why Nigeria was handed over in a structure of 3 regional governments, a tripod. I don't want to drag us back into historical perspective because that will take us a whole long time. But we know that Nigeria was amalgamated. Nigeria was never existing prior to 1914. So we all know all these things, and it's not too far-fetched. Okay? Now, when you talk about the people's constitution, the constitution that the people are part of, the people representing the people are part of. But when you have a dictatorial, means to have a military system, it's a dictatorial system. It has nothing to do with the people. And you now adopted it, and you say that is your constitution. It's not the people's constitution. That's just the truth. Now, when we talk about regional government and having a regional constitution, it will address a whole lot of things. Because if you check the basis of what we have been saying all this while, you will understand that if Nigeria has this issue, this regional government, or return back to regional government, and the process, you can start, maybe on next week we're going to discuss the process of getting back to regional government. That would be a separate issue.
I think that would be better.
Okay, so that we don't take much of our time. So open up the phone line. Let us focus on the PVC today.
Okay.
But the truth of the matter is that it is only the people. It is only the people that have the power to make a change for good. And it can only happen if they vote in the right person. It's not what is going to happen in Nigeria come 2023. It's not just going to be an election. It is a movement of the people who are determined to retire recycled, old, corrupt politicians.
You mean peaceful movement?
I said a political movement. A political movement is a peaceful movement.
Okay, remember this is Good Governance Ministry. We go to all length and breadth, but we want you to remember that we are being constructive. We want you to engage us, and we want to engage. But remember, the main target is for us to have a good .1 FM, and is sponsored by BVI Channel 1, and BVI Channel 1 is published by Mr. Chinedu Asuzu. He is the analyst on this very program, talking about prayers without PVC is useless. Remember, prayer without PVC in Nigeria is useless. That is the topic of today. And remember, you can call 0706163811515 or 09061414478. Remember, you can go to online radio box or Nigeria app. You can buy it from Google Play Store or Apple Store to listen to us live. Go to www.odenbofm.net and click listen live. Distance is not barrier. But before that, I want us to take a little message from our sponsors. Don't touch that dial. Remember, Good Governance Ministry continues. You have to call us. So, if they call now, just one minute. One minute. We are back. Yes, remember, you're back to Good Governance Ministry. Please, if you call us, don't use a foul language. Nigeria is already heated up. We wouldn't like to make it beyond repair. Please, trying to repair the country for us to live together. Our hearts goes to people who lose their loved ones and but we want things to be better. Just 1 minute, your call, and you make your contribution. Remember to be on topic and turn down the volume on your radio set, please. Thank you. Good Governance Ministry. Hello. Good morning. Welcome to Good Governance Ministry. Okay. Hello? Continue. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hello? Hello. Good morning. Please turn down the volume on your radio set. Okay, your name and where you're calling from. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
But I think that one is out of politics.
No,
brother.
it is part of it.
Because
It is part of it.
is it not about economy? So someone may as well be a very rich man without thinking about marrying at a particular
Let him
time.
first of all be able to take care of the wife. My brother, continue. That is the truth.
That's for sure. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, my brother. Remember, this is Good Governance Ministry. The topic of today is prayer without PVC in Nigeria is useless. Let me say it again. Prayer without PVC in Nigeria is useless. Please, I want you to be active. Hello? Hello? Good morning. Okay, thank you. Go ahead. Have you been to the north to confirm this?
It means recently. He's talking about recently.
Recently, saying recently. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, my brother. Mr. Chineda Susa, I would like us to just talk about this. In 1 minute, we move to the phone line again.
Okay.
Because there could be some bureaucracies that could have made some persons not to get their PVC.
Okay.
Even when INEC wants to do it so easily. That is on the one side. On one side, another one is, what about the security issues or someone manipulating it? Because sharing PVC could be a very nice idea, but is it the best option considering someone tampering with it? Who are you giving these PVCs to go and share?
Okay.
Could that be a politician that you might not trust,
Okay,
that
now-
might manipulate it and feel like, okay, I was the person that brought this PVC to you.
No.
Remember to pay me
Listen,
back.
No, listen. The issue of inability or inefficiency on the part of INEC to produce and make available this PVC in the shortest time is a sign
Some
of
are
failed.
uncollected by
No,
the
I'm
owners.
coming. I'm going to the point of collection. I'm talking about making provision of this PVC, making it available for the people, because from what we're seeing, we see that the INEC people, the INEC as an institution, have demonstrated that they don't have the capacity to handle the surging number of Nigerians that have suddenly woke up to be part of this political revolution. So it's a clear indication of failure in government, and that is what we've been talking about all these years. If you walk into a bank today, you open an account with them, there's possibility that you can walk out of that bank that day with your ATM. Of course. And they'll have your data. It's all about data collection and printing of these materials. It is not a rocket science. In fact, it is possible for INEC to register you that day and you get your PVC that day. It is possible. It's not a rocket science.
Do we have the economy and the
No, it's not
technology to produce
Who
this?
told you so? When one politician can buy a form on ordinary paper for 100 million.
I don't mean politician Nigeria.
No. Who are in charge of Nigerian economy? I don't know the politicians. So when they tell you there is no money, the assholes are on strike. The schools are not working. Yet they have money to send their children abroad. Yet they have money to pay 100 million for a farm. Are you telling me that there is no money? This is a cock and bull story.
But they say people contribute money for them to buy.
Forget about that.
the farm.
Forget about those things, my dear. Forget about those things. We know the truth. And it is the truth that will set us free. And the truth of the matter is that Nigeria has the capacity to produce. If a bank in Nigeria can do it, then if Nigerian government is saying it cannot do it, then that government is as good as a complete failure. It's a simple thing. So there is no excuse that INEC cannot produce and make available the PVC for the people. And with respect to the collection of the PVC, if you go to INEC today, there are so many uncollected PVC. And for now, we focused on people going to get their PVC. Now we've figured that the next that we are going to launch from next month is persuading INEC and also providing support for people to be able to collect their PVC. Those ones that have done and they've not collected it. And some people say they will carry the PVC of so constituency and carry it to a wrong constituency. And when people get there, they will not see their PVC. We are going to address every one of them one after the other. As good governance ministry will go and visit and pay a visit to INEC, beginning with INEC in Anambra State. And also, we ask every of our contacts and every support group across Nigeria to do same. Mandate INEC to make sure that every uncollected PVC is delivered to the people as at when due. That is just a simple thing, and it's not a rocket science.
It's not a record science. I was listening to one INEC official the other day on one platform, and he was complaining. He was like, some persons collect or go for PVC, permanent voters card, for different reasons. There was a time people were like making rumors that if you want to do any business with government, to maybe your children want to be admitted in school, that they may ask you, or they will ask you for PVC and rest of them. And you know Nigerians now, and some persons, because they were living in an urban area where you have people jam-packed, that place, people coming for registration were many. Now they now heard that there was one village far away from them in the same state. They now shut up. These are traders, and they moved there and registered. And after them, the spirit, the intention died down, and they didn't collect it till today. Because if you look at the name and address and everything, people there, many of them were not the villagers. Villagers were little. How do we address
it is only through knowledge. But in case it happened, or in case this story replicates your situation, maybe you registered somewhere very far from you for any reason whatsoever, you can just sit down on your tab. You don't even need to go to INEC office. Go to the website there and change the location.
But they have produced it.
Not even if they have produced it, you can still change it. Listen, you can still change the location. Yes, and bring it closer to yourself. And now request for a new one.
What are wastages? Wastages, you just wasted government.
Whatever you may call it, people relocate. People make mistake. But at this time, we are doing a kind of reorientation. We are changing the people's mindset. So that's what we're telling the people. You can make a change. You can make a relocation. Even when you get to the INEC office, you don't need to queue up on the line for people who are doing new registration. Just go and seek for either damage, deface, or change of location. You will be able to do yours and go home very fast.
Okay, thank you. Good Governance Ministry. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome to Good Governance Ministry.
Good morning.
Thank you.
This is my greetings, please, to your guests in the house.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm Lord Samuel, evangelist. I'm calling from Abaga.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, just want to be very brief. You see, I want to support your guests here in the house. We keep on praying without action. It will be of no use. I think, but what is prayer? Prayer simply means request. And you cannot make request, perhaps to God. And then you are sitting down. We ourselves are now sitting down, doing nothing to change the situation. And we ask God to come down from heaven, to come and change the situation. And sometimes we sit in the studio and in our home and speak grammar. The condition of Nigeria is no longer a matter of grammar. We have spoken this grammar for too long. Now it's action. It is time to revolutionize Nigeria through our voters card. You know, sometimes when I talk about revolution, people's mind reflect on violence. No, I am not also here to deny the fact that violence is a foreseeable consequences of that revolution, depending on how government will react against the people. Take for example, if 2023 comes and we happen to vote P2B as the choice of Nigeria, and the government at the time says no, they want to get it, then there will be a physical violence. Because those that resist a simple process of change and make it difficult, then they will make the unaware the possible means of the people to get, because we must change this gap. They are not helping. Look at Nigeria. A bag of rice within 7 years from 7,000 to 30-something thousand naira. Kerosene now is about 600 to 7. Diesel is 800 going to 1,000, and we will continue to. Nigeria belongs to all of us.
Okay.
The right time we rise up and take our destiny into our hands.
Okay.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, my brother. My brother. Thank you. But remember, every opinion made here by the guest or the caller here is theirs and not the true reflection of Odenibo as an institution of media. And I want you to always be on the topic. Thank you. Hello. Hello. Good morning. Okay, my brother, turn down the volume on your radio set. Okay, go ahead. In Wiki Swibo.
Okay. Okay.
I am man supporting car. I'm here denouncing this. This is not coming from Odenibo as an institution. Only Obuna Wikichi, Christian Wikichi, Muslim Wikichi, a traditional person and Wikichi, me pagan Wikichi, more than a Japuka, Wikichi, Mobilis Mad, Mobile and the Mother Tunyan, Biko, Kinda Manoke. I was in Quarapo. A minute, dear enough, Biko, Kaiwa Piachi. Hello. Good morning. What's not you going for good? Okay, Ganiro. Okay. Okay, that's my brother. Mr. Chinedu Asuzo, we are costing home. We've spoken to a great breadth and length of the topic. Remember, today's topic is prayer without PVC is useless. Mr. Chinedu Asuzo, what is your final advice or statement to our people?
Well, this is not the final statement because
For today.
we will continue speaking even after this program. Okay. Those of you who want to continue listening and following what we're doing can just go on our YouTube platform, BVI Channel 1 on YouTube, and also on Facebook. You can follow on Facebook and you will not miss a thing. We are dropping it as it is hot, and we are giving it to you with a verifiable evidence you can see. So BVI Channel 1 sees it and says it the way it is, and we are committed to good governance. And if you want to join Good Governance Ministry and become an ambassador of Good Governance Ministry anywhere you are, call 0810 420 7522. Again, 0810 420 7522, or you call 080 6098 2212. And you can simply follow me on my personal page, Asuzu Chinedu Peters, and I will tell you, you can't miss a thing. My people, we have prayed enough. It is time for us to put in action, and that action begins. Get your PVC and get ready for the ballot revolution. Bye-bye for now.
Okay, thank you for listening. Remember, next week we make a return about same time, 11 a.m. in the morning on Monday for Good Governance Ministry. Thank you for listening. Don't you ever touch that dial. Good Governance Ministry makes a return on Monday.